dare touch me, vampire? I may fall today, but by Onsi's bright blade, I will take you with me.
Please, just listen. I'm not allied with those grave robbers. If you keep this up, those wounds will reopen. You should speak with Shalaria. I'm afraid she'll have nothing to do with me for now.
These wounds won't keep me from cutting you down if I have to, Wayfarer. Who are you? Are you in league with these dead summoners and grave robbers? Speak quickly. I see no deception in your eyes. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken us after all. I belong to an ancient fraternity of guardians called the Pyre Watch. We have but one duty, to protect this burial site from the servants of evil. We failed. I do not know what they seek specifically, but this cavern contains vast piles of ash and bone, the remains of an unholy army called the Grey Host, a treasure trove for necromancers. Please, Wayfarer, can you help me drive these trespassers off? Mara bless you, friend. I must warn you, the invaders stole an enchanted lantern. It will allow them to bypass the traps that await us inside. Our road will not be so easy. Then there is this vampire. He may offer aid, but undead cannot be trusted. Certainly. The warriors of the Pyre Watch swear an oath to protect this burial site from those who would seek to enter it, and to prevent anything inside from leaving. By Tuwaka's mercy, nothing has ever tried to escape. I mean anything. Heaps of unholy ashes and charred bones fill every corridor and passageway. You cannot take a step in there without treading on the corpse of an ancient monster. No, Wayfarer. We cannot let even a mouse leave such a place. You should not speak the host's name so loudly. Suffice it to say, they were creatures of the night. Slain, burned, and buried. There is an old Yokuden saying, to name an evil is to sharpen its blade. Better to leave it nameless and forgotten. He did, but for what purpose? He told me his name is Fennorian, and that he comes in peace. Mischief of the damned. We must watch him carefully, Wayfarer. Creatures like him cannot be trusted. Good. A moment's carelessness can invite the monster's fangs. Precious little. There were many Nords among them, covered in crimson runes and wielding ghoulish magics. I heard one of them refer to the others as Draugr-kin. An apt name for such ugly dead summoners. Yes, Tuwaka's gaze. Its light casts a ward over the one who holds it, protecting them from the traps and defenses inside the grave. This will allow the invaders to pass through quickly. We will not be so lucky.
So, you mean to aid us with this Draugr-kin business? Thank goodness. Shalaria seems like a competent warrior, but her injuries are pretty severe. Introductions. My name is Fennorian. I'm an arcane investigator. Of a sort. You may have heard Shalaria's forceful rebukes. Sorry about that. I promise I only want to help. But I'm a vampire, you see. It sets some people ill at ease. You have my word. I'll be honest. I've only been a vampire for a short time. Still wearing in the souls, so to speak. But the hunger is one thing I've taken great pains to master. I swear I wouldn't harm a torchbug. Shalaria refers to it by some obscure Redguard name, but foreign scholars like me call it the Unhallowed Grave. According to my research, it's a cavernous burial mound dating back to the First Era. It wasn't easy to find, I can tell you that. Someone went to great pains to wipe it from the histories, likely to keep it hidden from greedy necromancers like the Draugr-kin. But if there's one thing I've learned in my time as an investigator, it's that nothing stays hidden forever. An ancient army of the night, the Grey Host. It took the combined might of the Bankurai garrison and Hestra's legions to defeat them. Fearing something might bring the host back to life, the soldiers burned all the corpses and left the ashes here. A depraved band of necromancers and cutthroats. Nords, mostly. They deal in magical trinkets and relics, selling their discoveries to the highest bidder. They're scoundrels, one and all. But I can't help but admire their diligence. Well, they've out-researched me at every turn. Every time I think I found some new cache of arcane antiquities, the Draugr beat me to the punch. I followed them here in hopes of finding out how they manage it. Alas, no. But now, having seen them up close, I'm growing more and more convinced that someone is helping them. A shadowy researcher of some kind. This person may even be financing the expeditions. Not a comforting thought, that. Our new friend doesn't object to my presence. I hope that settles things.
For now, vampire. Only for now.
You lost? No. I wager you're just where you want to be. Well, come on then. Let's see what you've got!
Well done, Wayfarer. Look there on the door. The Pyre Watch sigil. These Draugr must have used Tuwaka's gaze to unlock it.
How far down does this ruin go, Shalaria? Surely they found enough bones up here to fill those urns they brought.
I do not know. No Pyre Watch sentinel has ventured this far into the tomb since our ancestors sealed it. Come. Our answers lie ahead.
I'm sorry if I appear nervous. It's just that, well, I'm nervous. From the looks of it, these brigands have already smuggled many of these urns out of the tomb. What more could they want? Unless I miss my guess, it's something horrifying. Well, they have many necromancers among their ranks. Necromancers and bones go together like jam and bread. And again, the Draugr usually sell their spoils to wealthy patrons. If that patron is a student of the dark practice. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Most of these bones are charred and brittle. They might make serviceable thralls for light housework, but as an army? I don't know. It's curious. We'll just have to keep digging.
Every step we take in this place feels like a blasphemy. But we have no choice. We cannot allow these grave robbers to escape. In my experience, guessing is not a fruitful practice. But you do my order a great service, so I will indulge you. Every bone you see here belonged to a black-hearted creature of the night. But some beasts are more dangerous than others. Yes, among other things. My teachers spoke of ancient guardians. Timeless defenders that would fight on long after the last Pyre Watch sentinel fell. Without Tuwaka's gaze, they may try to cast us out. Violently. Despite this elf Fennorian's unholy condition, he appears to be a very capable healer. My wounds cause me less pain, but to my great shame, I still cannot join you in battle. Wounded as I am, I would only get in the way. I am sorry. Yes, I may not be able to swing a sword with confidence, but I would sooner cast myself into one of those chasms than abandon my post entirely. I will find a way to help, Wayfarer. Upon Lecky's blade, I swear it. Help us. The door is sealed. And without Tuwaka's gaze...
Wait, Shalaria. Look there, on the floor. More sigils. Perhaps they correspond to the one on the door.
You may be right, Vampire. Look around. We must keep up the pursuit. These sigils do look familiar. Just be wary. There is more to those stone guardians than meets the eye.
Those smaller sigils must have a role to play here.
My ancestors were clever indeed. Come, let's keep moving.
Well done. Hopefully we don't encounter any more locked doors. But if we do, we'll know what to do.
Another sealed door, but no statues or sigils. Any ideas, Blood Drinker?
A few. The corresponding sigils may be in another room. We should have a look around. Perhaps in that vault to the north? I'll search around here. Why don't you take a look at the door on the other side of the chamber?
Yet another obstacle. Ironic how my order's defenses are preventing us from dealing with the true villains. Perhaps one day we'll look back on this farce and laugh. No, of course we won't.
damn thing won't come to life. How else are we supposed to get it to strike those
sigils? Lagging
sigils?
behind when the door resealed itself.
Wake up, damn you! Wake up!
Friends, the door unsealed. It's just... What happened in here? Never mind. Shalaria managed to capture one of the Draugakin. Come, quickly. We should move quickly. Shalaria's methods of interrogation are somewhat... Just hurry. You'll see.
Where is Tuwaka's gaze? Where is your leader?
Kiana Tombskull took your magic lantern with him. Farther into the cave. You'll never catch him, Reinhard. Not before he...
Before he what? What are you godless dogs doing here? Speak!
You have no idea what's coming. When the one who sent us comes to power, he'll beg for death. Beg!
Enough of this!
Shalaria, what did you do?
You heard what he said. Their leader and Tuwaka's gaze are ahead. Shed a tear for this monster if you wish, but make it quick.
I think Shalaria may have reopened some of her wounds. Go on, we'll catch up.
The vampire judges me. True, I break the Pyre Watch code by executing a prisoner. But then again, if our code of honor led us to this grim fate, of what use was the code? Justice sometimes demands a cold heart. Let's move on. I had no idea such grand ruins stood in the heart of this place.
Yokuden, yes? The works of your ancestors from beyond the sea.
Yes. Thank Mara, they all rest in glory on the far shores. If they could see what their home has become,
Die down here.
the shame would be
I
unbearable.
raise you as a thrall.
I wish I could explore these ruins under happier circumstances. Of course, under happier circumstances, the Pyre Watch sentinels would still be alive, and maybe kill me before I could enter. It's a pickle. I can't be sure. But all these animated statues, and now a colossal tomb guardian, I fear something truly horrifying rests at the heart of this place. Something old. Very old. Old enough to escape all the histories of the Imperial City unnoticed. I suppose the only way to find out is to soldier on. Just keep an eye on Shalaria, eh? I will as well.
I shudder to think what my ancestors would say if they saw this desecration. Ruptga, forgive us. You sound like Fennorian. I am not leaving this grave until I watch Kjalnar breathe his last. If I die along the way, so be it. I will rest on the far shores with my kin, knowing I did my duty.
Troublemakers reach the center of the tomb. Dare disturb me? Do they know the way out? No, no one does. No one.
We're almost there. I can sense it, crawling up my spine. Something profoundly evil lurks here.
Whatever it is, whatever these beasts have conjured here, it will face a lasting death at our hands.
Ready yourself. I've encountered more than my fair share of evils. Please believe me when I tell you that whatever Kjalnar Tombskald found down here dwarfs them all.
I wish I could do more, Wayfarer. Truly. But I know that you will wreak the vengeance my brothers and sisters deserve. May Ontzi guide your blade.
Grey host? More like grey toast. Am I right? Am I... never mind.
Kjalnar, I'll kill you for what you've done.
By all means, try. Our patron demanded the remains of the Grey Host. What's the harm in adding a few more corpses?
Shalaria, Artavare, sleep now. She's in no condition to fight. Go, kill that fiend.
Our patron can have his bones and ashes. I come to claim something far greater.
Fight you would have lost. I don't expect gratitude, but you're welcome all the same. Well, that was, horrifying. We never could have bested a mage like that without your help. Thank you.
You did it. You've killed Kjalnar. I should have been at your side. My blade should have struck the mortal blow. You were right, of course. Even at my best, I could not hope to match a foe like that. Let alone the creature he summoned or the patron who sent him here. Whoever that is. The Pyre Watch will always be in your debt, Wayfarer. Tuwaka bless you. Fennorian, I understand why you did what you did. One day I will make my peace with it. In the meantime, I will put the life you saved to good use.
I trust you will, Shalaria. As for me, I have some investigating to do. Starting with this mysterious patron Kjalnar mentioned.
Whoever they are, I suspect they've already gotten what they wanted. The Draugr smuggled a great many urns out of the grave before you arrived. Tuwaka, help us all.
I hope that Shalaria finds a way to forgive me. I robbed her of a glorious death, yes. But a glorious death would profit this place very little. This unhallowed grave needs vigilant protectors. I think Kjalnar made that very, very clear. I have a few contacts in the oddities market. One of the benefits of being an antiquarian who spends much of his time in the shadows. A flock of creepy Nords shipping ancient bones in bulk is sure to catch someone's attention. It's worth a try, and for now, it's my only lead. Do me a favor and keep your ear to the ground. Whatever this mysterious patron means to do with the remains of the Grey Host, it can't be good.
Part of me will always hate Fennorian for taking this battle from me. But I know in my heart he was right. Had I died here, the Pyre Watch would have died with me. I have work to do. Doors to seal, graves to consecrate, and teachings to pass on. What choice do I have? So long as this place houses the remains of the Grey Host, it remains a threat to all of Tamriel. I do not suppose you'd be interested in a life of stewardship and seclusion. You would make a fine Pyre Watch sentinel. Of course. Truthfully, I only asked in jest. I will find recruits in Bankerai Garrison, Holland's Stand, perhaps even Evermore. And before I pass on to the far shores, I will make sure an incursion like this never happens again. You have my word. Fennorian has changed my view of Fennorian. Remember, we are surrounded by the bones of monsters who sought the end of all life in Tamriel. Fennorian proved to be a steady ally, but he does not speak for all vampires. The Grey Host is proof of that.
You must find me. I suffer. Please. Don't leave me down here. Please. That's it. You've made it this far. What's a little further? No death for a life. My right.
More oafish trespassers. Can you not see that I'm on the brink of discovery? My research nears its end, as do you, it seems. Let's make this quick. Enough! I've had enough of your pranks! What will it take to be rid of you? Mistake, trespassers. This chamber will be the death of you!